Hey, my name is Shawn Crosby. Most people know me as Obi-Shawn, and for the past 20 years I've been playing Obi-Wan Kenobi. The ultimate accessory to be Obi-Wan Kenobi, which I do for charity at kids' hospitals and stuff, is to have a space vehicle. Well, there were no cars in Star Wars, so I had to make one up. So you can have a Batmobile, you can have a DeLorean, I have a Star Wars spaceship car. Now, I don't have a lot of money for this project, and of course you have to buy the car so that it's not financed through the bank, because if you finance through the bank, they get freaked out if you start doing this kind of stuff to your car. So since I was going to mod it heavily, I went to Craigslist, picked up a used 350Z as my second Star Wars car, and went to town on it. Now, again, we don't have a lot of funds to put into this, so I decided since the car was recycled, I was going to make everything recycled. So on the car, I have pizza pans for wheel covers. I have baseball bats for the guns. Everything is repurposed. And just on the back of the car here, the most recent addition are these engines. And so I have iris control gears on the back that I'm using as blast deflectors. The main deflector in here that's lighting up red, that's a slide projector from an old Kodak slide carousel. The main engine portion is just a flower pot for the 99-cent store. Because who has this kind of money? I have brushes that are compact brushes from like a woman's purse. I have desk lamps, Happy Meal toys, asthma medicine containers. If you're a Star Trek fan, there's a Star Trek computer mouse over here. It's this kind of phaser that people pick out and go, wait, that's not Star Wars. And of course the most conspicuous item is R2-D2, and he has to look like the movie, so he's a 1-to-1 scale replica. This one's been beat up because he's been on the back of my car for 15 years, so he's been through a lot. He's been stolen, I've recovered him. It's about time to build a new one, I think. But I had this Honda Del Sol, and it was great. I took it all around the country, put 250,000 miles on it, and it was just kind of time to retire that one. So this one, I bought at $60,000. I just turned over $124,000, and I'm still doing the same thing. I'm building it. We're going to kids' hospitals, military bases. We're all dressed as Star Wars characters. I do it with the 501st and the Rebel Legion, the R2 Builders Club, all these really creative people who have turned Star Wars into their own cottage garage industry to make Stormtrooper armor, Darth Vader stuff, lightsabers, blasters, you name it. Everybody pools their intelligence, pools their creativity and their skills, and we take all of that and funnel it right into charity support. And that's what keeps us from being weird guys hanging out at the mall in Star Wars costume. We get to go and do these great things for the community. So because I didn't want everyone else to have all the fun with all the neat stuff outside the car, I had to do the inside of the car kind of just for me, since it's my space. So everything in here also isn't what it looks like. I've got a bunch of rivets down the side, which are actually football shoe cleats. The GPS has been redesigned so it has a better interface that is more Star Warsy, as is my whole gauge cluster in here. There's an altimeter that's calibrated and working. The highest I think we got it is 7,290 feet at the Continental Divide, driving across the country. The steering wheel has been modified from stock to include hand grips, thumb buttons, which will eventually be hooked up to strobes on the guns outside the car. Stereo controls, lots of little Star Wars details on the horn and things, and lots of things that just look cool. Like my visors up here have lots of neat stuff on them, don't really do anything at this point. The stereo interface has been redesigned so it kind of has elements of the car. Probably most interesting, the shifter, which is, it's half automatic, half manual. It's got a Tiptronic manual mode. I can shift down and bring it back into manual mode, and it's a joystick from a computer game rig that I had. Behind that is an artificial horizon, which I took from being a 24-volt gyroscope to being weight-based. So as I go through the various canyons of Los Angeles, I can actually watch it bank and curve. If you slam on your brakes, it'll tell you that your nose is diving and to pull up on it and things like that. That's a lot of fun. And just lots of little details in here. There's a holographic projector up here because, you know, that's how you get your messages in Star Wars. People don't text, you get a hologram. I have a lightsaber here on the dash in case I need to cut a parking space. And then some things are normal, like everybody's got to have a cup holder. But, you know, we redo the design on that so it kind of fits in. I can put a Android tablet up here for when I'm doing charity events. It's really my labor of love. It's my passion project. And because I'm that kind of a geek, it's also my daily driver. So it's not a trailer queen. It doesn't sit in my driveway. If I go to the market, I go to Toys R Us, I go goof off, whatever, I go to the makerspace, this is what I take.